There is something that genuinely bothers me about the way people live. And I mean it. It bothers me deeply because I look around and I see people destroying themselves quietly, politely, respectably, just so someone somewhere can think well of them. And I'm asking myself, why? Like, why? Why are you paying such an expensive price for something so cheap? Because that is what validation is when you really think about it. Someone says, oh, she's such a good person. Oh, he's so responsible. Oh, she never gives anybody trouble. He's such a nice man. She is so selfless. He always shows up. She never says no. And that's it. That is the payment. Words. Just words. I mean, just words. Meanwhile, look at what it cost you. Look at what you had to give up to earn those words. Look at what you swallowed. Look at what you tolerated. Look at how many times you abandoned yourself. Look at how many times you said yes while everything inside you was screaming no. Look at how many times you deprived yourself because you didn't want anybody to call you selfish. Look at how many times you kept quiet because you wanted to be called mature. Look at how many times you carried responsibilities that didn't belong to you because you wanted to be called dependable. Look at how many times you allowed people to cross your boundaries because you were terrified that if you resisted them, they would change their opinion of you. Do you understand how serious this is? Do you understand how serious that is? You are exchanging pieces of your actual life for somebody's temporary opinion of you. And these people, some of these people, do not even care about you. That is the part that gets me. Honestly, they don't care. Because someone who genuinely cares about you will care about the cost. Please hear me. People who love you will not only care about what you can do for them, they will care about what doing it does to you. There is a difference. A very big difference. Somebody who cares about you will ask, are you okay? Can you actually afford this? Do you have the capacity for this? Will this hurt you? Will you be exhausted afterwards? Are you sacrificing something important to make this happen? What is this costing you? Because love has conscience. Care has conscience. Real affection has conscience. But people who only care about your usefulness, they don't ask those questions. They don't. All they know is, can you do it? Can you give it? Can you come over? Can you help? Can you fix it? Can you carry it? Can you lend it? Can you tolerate it? Can you forgive it again? Can you inconvenience yourself for me? And if you do, wow, you're such an amazing person. Thank you. Here is your medal. Now go home and recover from the damage. No. No. Something is wrong with that picture. Something is deeply wrong. Because you are a human being. You are not a public relations campaign. Your life is not supposed to be one long advertisement designed to convince everybody that you are good. My goodness. Do you know how exhausting it is to live like that? To wake up every day unconsciously asking, what do I need to do today so nobody misunderstands me? What do I need to say so everybody approves of me? How much of myself do I need to shrink so nobody becomes uncomfortable? How much do I need to give so nobody calls me selfish? How much disrespect do I need to tolerate so nobody calls me difficult? How much do I need to over-explain so nobody thinks badly of me? How do you live like that and still have a self? How? I'm serious. At what point do you become a stranger to yourself? Because there are people who know exactly what everybody else expects from them, but they have absolutely no idea what they themselves want. Ask them, what do you want? Silence. What makes you happy? They don't know. What kind of life do you actually want to live? They start talking about what their parents expect, what society expects, what their community expects, what their friends will think, what people will say. No, no, no. I didn't ask you what everybody else wants. I asked you, what do you want? And some people cannot answer that. Some people cannot answer that question because they have spent 20, 30, 40 years being edited by other people's opinion. Every decision went through a committee. Should I wear this? What will people say? Should I leave this relationship? What will people say? Should I change careers? What will people say? Should I move? What will people say? Should I stop lending this person money? What will people say? Should I say no? What will people say? Should I choose myself for once? What will people say? What will people say? What will people say? What will people say? Now, let me ask you something. When you are lying awake at 2 a.m., anxious about the life you created, trying to impress everybody, where are the people? When your bank account is empty because you kept trying to prove that you are generous, where are the people? When your body is exhausted because you never learned to rest without guilt, where are the people? When your mental health is deteriorating because you have carried everybody for years, where are the people? When you wake up one day and realize you have built a life you don't even like, where are the people? Because that is the madness of it. People get a vote, but they don't get the consequences. They get an opinion. You get the consequences. They can say, I think you should, and then they go home. You are the one who has to live inside the should. You are the one who has to wake up in that marriage. You are the one who has to go to that job. You are the one who has to pay that debt. You are the one who has to live in that city. You are the one who has to carry that responsibility. You are the one who has to wake up inside that body. You are the one who has to sit in that regret. And I really need people to understand this. Advice is cheap when somebody else is paying for the consequences. Approval is cheap when somebody else is making the sacrifice. Praise is cheap when somebody else is bleeding. So before you rearrange your entire life because somebody might be disappointed in you, please ask yourself, what is their disappointment actually going to cost them? Maybe 10 minutes, maybe one conversation, maybe one complaint about you one afternoon. Okay, now what is obeying them going to cost you? A year? 10 years? Peace? Money? Opportunity? Your confidence? Your health? Your marriage? Your finance? Your dream? Your sanity? Your mental health? Your sense of self? Your future? Please, compare the prices. Very, very important. You need to learn to compare the prices, because some of you are choosing lifelong regret to avoid somebody else's temporary disappointment. That is not wisdom, that is fear. And I know somebody is going to say, but I don't want to hurt anybody. Fine, neither do I. This is not about becoming heartless. This is not about becoming selfish. This is not about waking up tomorrow and deciding that nobody matters. No, people matter, right? People matter. Love matters. Sacrifice matters. Generosity matters. Community matters. Family matters. But you also matter. And if your definition of being a good person requires you to disappear, something has gone terribly wrong. If somebody gets to exist fully except you, that is not goodness. That is self-erasure. And some of you have spiritualized self-erasure. You call it humility. You call it sacrifice. You call it being the bigger person. You call it honor. You call it respect. You call it loyalty. Meanwhile, slowly, quietly, year after year, you are disappearing. And everybody is comfortable because your disappearance is convenient for them. And of course, they like the version of you with no boundaries. Why wouldn't they? That version is extremely useful. The version of you who never says no, that's convenient. The version of you who always forgives without accountability, convenient. The version of you who gives money even when they cannot afford it is extremely convenient. The version of you who never confronts disrespect, of course, very convenient. The version of you who feels guilty for having needs, extremely convenient. So please understand something. When you start developing boundaries, some people will tell you that you have changed. They are correct. You have. You stopped abandoning yourself. That is the change. And naturally, anybody who benefited from your lack of boundaries may experience your healing as an inconvenience. Of course, when unlimited access becomes limited access, the person who enjoyed unlimited access will complain. But their complaint is not proof that you are doing something wrong. Sometimes their complaint is proof that something has finally changed. And this obsession with being liked, my God, please listen. You are going to have to make peace with the fact that somebody somewhere will misunderstand you. Somebody will think you are selfish. Somebody will think you are difficult. Somebody will think you have changed. Somebody will think you are proud. Somebody will think you should have done more. Somebody will think you should have stayed. Somebody will think you should have left. Somebody will think you talk too much. Somebody will think you are too quiet. Somebody will think you are too ambitious. Somebody will think you are not ambitious enough. There is no version of you that escapes judgment. Do you understand? There is no performance perfect enough to make every human being approve of you. So imagine spending your entire life performing and still being criticized. That is tragedy. At least if I am going to be misunderstood, let me be misunderstood while living the life that is true. At least let the criticism find me living. Let it find me building. Let it find me choosing. Let it find me becoming. Let it find me free. Because what is the alternative? You destroy yourself and somebody still doesn't like you. After all that, after all the sacrifice, after all the shrinking, after all the begging, after all the sleepless nights, after saying yes 1,000 times, you finally say no once and suddenly you're a terrible person. Think about that. One no erases 1,000 yeses for somebody. Maybe their relationship with you was never based on love. Maybe it was based on access. That is painful. But you need to know. And some of you are terrified of finding out who really loves you. And that is why you keep overperforming. Because somewhere inside you, you believe, if I stop doing everything, maybe they will stop loving me. If I stop giving money, maybe they will leave. If I stop fixing everything, maybe they won't need me. If I stop being useful, maybe I will become invisible. And that is where we need to go deeper, because this is no longer about them. Now we are talking about you. Who taught you that love has to be earned through exhaustion? Who taught you that your value is your usefulness? Who taught you that you have to bleed to belong? Who taught you that saying no makes you bad? Who taught you that disappointing somebody is the same thing as harming them? Who taught you that some people's discomfort is your responsibility? Who taught you that having boundaries means you have a bad heart? Who taught you that you must continuously prove that you deserve love? Where did you learn that? Because a child is not born thinking, I must exhaust myself so people will accept me. Something taught you that. Some environment, some relationship, some experience, some rejection, some wound, some pattern. At some point, you learned that being loved meant being pleasing. So you became excellent at pleasing. You learned people's moods. You learned how to read a room. You learned how to anticipate everybody's needs. You learned when to be quiet. You learned when to smile. You learned when to apologize even when you were wrong. You learned how to make yourself smaller. You learned how to become whatever the environment demanded. And maybe that helps you survive once. I understand that. But survival skills can become prisons when you carry them into seasons where they are no longer needed. You cannot build an authentic life using only behaviors designed to prevent rejection. At some point, you have to risk being disliked. Yes, I said it. You have to risk it. You have to risk somebody walking away because the version of you they loved was the version with no boundaries. You have to risk someone misunderstanding your decision. You have to risk disappointing people. You have to risk being called names, because otherwise you will spend your entire life abandoning yourself before everybody else gets the opportunity to reject you. And that is devastating. You reject yourself first. You silence yourself first. You betray yourself first. You cancel your own plans. You dismiss your own feelings. You minimize your own pain. You invalidate yourself before anybody else can, just to remain acceptable. No, you have one life. Just one life. One. And I know we hear that sentence so often that it has almost lost its weight. But think about it. You get one childhood, one 20s, one 30s, one 40s, one body, one mind, one sequence of years. Time moves in one direction. There are no refunds. There are no extra decades hidden somewhere waiting for you after you finish pleasing everybody. You are spending your life right now. Every day, every second, every yes, every no, every relationship, every commitment, every obligation, right? Every sacrifice, you are spending something you cannot earn back. Time. So I need you to become more expensive with your time. Not arrogant, not cruel, expensive. Your peace should cost something. Your time should cost something. Your access should cost something. Your energy should cost something. Your attention should cost something. Not everybody should be able to walk into your life, make a demand, apply a little guilt, and live with a piece of you. No, there should be a gate. There should be discernment. There should be questions. Does this relationship honor me? Does this obligation align with my values? Can I actually afford this sacrifice? Is this sustainable? Am I doing this from love or from fear? Am I saying yes because I want to, or because I am scared of what happens if I say no? That question alone will expose so much. Am I doing this from love or fear? Because love can sacrifice, absolutely. But love does not require self-betrayal. There is a difference between sacrifice and self-destruction. There is a difference between generosity and self-neglect. There is a difference between patience and tolerating abuse. There is a difference between humility and making yourself invisible. There is a difference between forgiveness and granting endless access. There is a difference between being kind and being available for exploitation. Learn the difference. Please learn the difference. because people will use beautiful words to convince you to accept ugly treatment. They will call your silence respect. They will call your exhaustion love. They will call your inability to say no kindness. They will call your lack of boundaries loyalty. And if you are not careful, you will spend your life being praised for the very behaviors that are destroying you. Imagine that. People applauding while you disappear, and you are smiling because at least they approve. No, I want more for you than approval. I want you to have peace. I want you to have a self. I want you to have a future. I want you to be able to look in the mirror and recognize the person standing there. I want your decisions to make sense to your own soul. I want you to be able to sleep at night without replaying all the ways you betrayed yourself just to keep everybody comfortable. I want you to understand that being a good person and being an obedient person are not the same thing. A good person can say no. A good person can leave. A good person can disagree. A good person can have boundaries. A good person can choose rest. A good person can protect their money. A good person can stop rescuing adults from consequences they created. A good person can decide, I love you, but I will not destroy myself for you. That sentence does not make you evil. It makes you awake. And maybe this is what adulthood really requires. Not simply learning how to make money, not simply learning how to work, but simply learning how to survive. Maybe one of the deepest forms of adulthood is accepting that you were responsible for the stewardship of your own life. You are responsible for deciding who gets access, what deserves your energy, what deserves your sacrifice, what deserves your time, and what does not. Because every yes is also a no. And when you say yes to one thing, you are saying no to something else. Yes to everybody else can become no to your health. Yes to everybody else can become no to your dream. Yes to everybody else can become no to your children. Yes to everybody else can become no to your marriage. Yes to everybody else can become no to your finances. Yes to everybody else can become no to your rest. Yes to everybody else can become no to your own future. So stop treating yes like it is free. It is not free. Everything costs. Everything. And I think that this is the question I want you to start asking from today. What does this cost me? Not only can I do it, what does this cost me? Yes, I can give you the money. What does it cost me? Yes, I can attend. What does it cost me? Yes, I can keep tolerating this relationship. What does it cost me? Yes, I can remain in this career because everybody is proud of me. What does it cost me? Yes, I can maintain this image, but what does it cost me? Because you can technically survive many things that you should never agree to live with. Survival is not always proof that something is acceptable. You can survive being neglected. You can survive being used. You can survive being overworked. You can survive being underpaid. You can survive disrespect. You can survive intimidation. You can survive a loveless relationship. You can survive 20 years of pretending. People survive all manner of terrible things every day. The question is not merely, can I survive it? The question is, what is surviving it turning me into? That is a different question. What is it doing to my spirit? What is it doing to my confidence? What is it teaching me about myself? What version of me is being created by continuously accepting this? Because your life is not only what happens to you. Your life is also what your repeated choices are turning you into. Every time you betray yourself to avoid rejection, you teach yourself something. You teach yourself their approval matters more than my truth. Their comfort matters more than my boundaries. Their opinion matters more than my peace. Their expectations matter more than my future. No, we need to reverse that teaching. And maybe at first, it will feel uncomfortable. Of course it will. If you have spent your whole life over explaining, simply saying no, I can't, can feel criminal. If you have spent your whole life rescuing people, watching somebody experience the consequences of their decision can feel cruel. If you have spent your whole life being available, turning your phone off will feel selfish. If you have spent your whole life deriving your identity from being needed, becoming less needed may feel like becoming less valuable. But discomfort does not always mean you are doing something wrong. Sometimes discomfort is simply what freedom feels like when you have been trained for captivity. You are learning a new way to exist, a way where your value does not increase every time you sacrifice yourself, a way where you can love without performing, a way where you can be generous without becoming empty, a way where you can help without becoming responsible for everybody, a way where somebody can be disappointed in you and you do not immediately collapse. Imagine that level of freedom. Somebody is unhappy with your decision and you are still okay. Somebody thinks badly of you and you still eat dinner. Somebody calls you selfish and the sky remains where it is. Somebody misunderstands you and you still go to sleep. Somebody gossips, somebody complains, and life continues because somewhere along the way, you finally realized, I do not need universal approval to have a valid existence. You don't. You really don't. Your life does not need to win a popularity contest to be worth living. And please, please, please stop giving random people CEO level authority over your identity. Someone who has known you for 3 minutes says something about you and suddenly you are questioning your entire worth. Why? Why does everybody get a microphone inside your head? Some people should not even have visitor access, yet you have given them permanent office space in your mind. They are sitting there judging your body, your decisions, your income, your relationships, your personality, your clothes, your age, your progress. Evict them, please. Evict them. Some opinions are not information. They are noise, and maturity is learning the difference. Not every criticism deserves introspection. Not every opinion deserves adjustment. Not every disappointment deserves guilt. Not every accusation deserves defense. Sometimes somebody says, you've changed. And your answer inside yourself needs to be, yes, thank God. Because maybe the old you was exhausted, maybe the old you was afraid, maybe the old you could be manipulated by guilt, maybe the old you thought love had to hurt, right? Maybe the old you thought saying no was wicked. Maybe the old you thought being needed was the same thing as being loved. Maybe the old you thought everybody else deserved compassion except you. So yes, you changed, you grew, you woke up, you learned, and now you understand something. I can love people without handing them ownership of my life. I can respect people without obeying every expectation they place on me. I can care deeply and still have boundaries. I can be generous and still count the cost. I can be kind without being available for misuse. I can hear your opinion without making it my identity. I can disappoint you and still be a good person. I can walk away and still have a good heart. I can choose myself and still love you. And if your love for me can only survive while I am abandoning myself, then maybe what you loved was never me. Maybe you loved my compliance. Maybe you loved my usefulness. Maybe you loved my silence. Maybe you loved my inability to say no. Maybe you loved having access. And that truth may hurt. But truth that hurts can still save you. Because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And that is what I want this message to do. I want you to see the transaction, see what you have been paying. See how expensive this hunger for validation has become. See the years, see the opportunities, see the confidence, see the peace, see the money, see the relationships, see the dreams you postpone, see the version of yourself you kept suppressing. And ask, was their approval worth all of this? Was being called nice worth abandoning yourself? Was being called selfless worth running yourself empty? Was being called responsible worth carrying everybody's life on your back? Was avoiding one person's disappointment worth disappointing yourself for 20 years? I don't think so. And if you realize today that you have lived like this for a long time, please do not use this message as another weapon against yourself. Do not now start performing regret. Do not sit there saying, I wasted my whole life. No, you are here. You can see it now. That matters. Awareness is a door. Walk through it. From this point forward, become somebody who counts the cost before the yes, before the sacrifice, before the commitment, before rearranging your life. Ask yourself, what will this take from me? Can I give it freely? Can I afford it emotionally? Can I afford it financially? Can I afford it spiritually? Will I resent this afterwards? Am I giving because I genuinely want to give or because I am trying to purchase love? Because you cannot purchase secure love through self-destruction. You can only attract people who enjoy the discount. Stop putting yourself on sale. Stop discounting your needs. Stop discounting your time. Stop discounting your dreams. Stop discounting your body. Stop discounting your future. Stop discounting your life because somebody might call you selfish if you charge the real price. Let them call you whatever they need to call you. People have always had mouths, right? Let them use them. You have a life. Use yours. And I mean that. Use your life. Live it. Make decisions you can stand behind. Choose relationships where care moves in both directions. Build something. Rest sometimes. Say no sometimes. Change your mind. Walk away when necessary. Apologize when you are genuinely wrong. But stop apologizing for existing. Stop apologizing for needing. Stop apologizing for having limits. Stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop apologizing for wanting peace. Stop apologizing for becoming somebody the old version of you would not have had the courage to become. You do not need to be liked by everybody. You need to be able to live with yourself. And when everything becomes quiet, when there are no audience, when there is nobody left to impress, when the applause stops, when the compliments stop, when nobody is calling you good, kind, amazing, selfless, strong, there is still a person you have to live with. You. Please do not spend your entire life betraying that person for people who will not remember half the sacrifices you made for them. That is what gets me. You remember. Your body remembers. Your bank accounts remembers. Your nervous system remembers. Your abandoned dreams remember. Your lost years remember. But sometimes the people you did it for, they don't remember. To them, it was Tuesday. To you, it was another piece of yourself. Enough. Enough. You have proved enough. You have explained enough. You have performed enough. You have begged to be understood enough. You have carried enough things that were never yours. You have spent enough of your life trying to convince people that you were worthy. Now build a life that does not require their permission. And maybe some people will not understand it. Fine. Maybe some people will be angry. Fine. Maybe some people will leave. Fine. Let departure reveal what performance was holding together. Let boundaries reveal what love can survive. Let your no reveal who only valued your yes. Let your growth reveal who was committed to your stagnation. Let your freedom expose the relationships that required your captivity. And then leave. Leave. Not recklessly, not selfishly, not without love, but consciously, deliberately, with your eyes open, with your soul intact, with your future in the room. Because the next time somebody asks something of you, I want the future version of you to have a seat at that table. Ask, how will this decision affect me 5 years from now? Not only will they be happy with me tonight, your future deserves consideration too. Your peace deserves consideration. Your dreams deserves consideration. Your body deserves consideration. Your children deserve consideration. Your calling deserves consideration. The life you have not lived yet deserves consideration. Do not burn down your tomorrow trying to earn applause today. Please, do not. Validation is temporary. Consequences are not. Approval is temporary. Consequences are not. People's opinions change. Consequences remain. And maybe the most powerful thing you will ever do is stop asking, will they still like me? And start asking, will I still recognize myself? That is the question. When this is over, will I still recognize myself? When I have given everything they asked for, will there be anything left of me? When I have become everybody's idea of a good person, will I actually have a good life? Because those are not automatically the same thing. And at the end of the day, I would rather be a deeply loving person with boundaries than a publicly praised person who secretly resents their own life. I would rather be misunderstood and whole than celebrated and hollow. I would rather lose somebody's approval than lose myself. Maybe that is the reset. Maybe that is what some of you need to write somewhere. And remember, I would rather lose your approval than lose myself. Again, I would rather lose your approval than lose myself, because I can survive you misunderstanding me. I can survive you being disappointed. I can survive you changing your opinion of me. But I do not want to wake up 20 years from now and realize that I built my entire existence around preventing those things. No, this life is too precious for that. Your soul is too expensive for that. Your future is too important for that. So, love people. Love them deeply. Give when you can give freely. Sacrifice for things that are worthy of sacrifice. Show up for people you care about. Be compassionate. Be generous. Be loving. Be gracious. But never again confuse destroying yourself with loving somebody else. And never again hand somebody who does not care about the cost of your sacrifice the authority to demand it from you. Your life is not cheap. Stop spending it like it is. Your peace is not cheap. Your identity is not cheap. Your future is not cheap. Your soul is not cheap. So please, stop paying with your life. I am begging you, stop paying with your life for approval that was never worth the price. Thank you for watching, listening. I hope this helps. Do well to subscribe, Follow for more.